Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm also known as Stooffi, and yes, that's with a double O, double F, and a single I. So let's start with the story. 10 months ago, I was just your average girl, with an average non-smartphone and a Friendster account, before I migrated to Facebook because everyone else did. Basically, I didn't know much about technology. I walked into the Hoffman agency with nothing but a heart and a brain keen on learning, and so I did. I learned about technology, about communicating to professionals, to the public, and to the media, and I learned how to study industries that I was totally foreign to identify trends and help brands build thought leadership on certain issues. And so I thought, technology was pretty cool. I was then tasked to take on a project that required me to study the social media landscapes in Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. That was when I relied heavily on Twitter to learn more about the nascent industry, how brands were leveraging on such tools, and what differed between the three markets. I realized social media use was affected very much by cultures, and in the three markets, politics played a huge role in determining conversations on these platforms. So that sparked an interest in me to learn how companies could use social media to listen in on and engage their customers. From a public relations point of view, I also understood the value of social media in strategic communications and how they differed between geographical locations. Next, I wanted to find out what other opportunities there were out there for businesses interested in getting messages across on the internet. So I found myself interning at Click-Through, where I learned more about SEO, SEM, and how businesses could use Google Analytics to optimize sites for conversions. Seeing my keen interest in social media marketing, I was then given a pretty hands-on trying experience. I was asked to reposition a B2B company and increase its social media presence, and I wasn't given a solution. Thank goodness I survived and I delivered. Throughout these 8 months, I was tweeting interesting social media related articles, asking questions on Twitter, and blogging for Click-Through. That was when I was approached by Willis to write for Penn Olsen. So a few weeks after my stint at Click-Through, I started officially blogging about advertising, public relations, and digital marketing for the blog. Of course, this forces me to keep tabs on the latest trends in the industry and to look at campaigns with a more critical eye. Just last week, I decided on a whim to run for the world's coolest intern. After 5 days of campaigning online, I managed to convince 450 people to support me by liking my page, and this number continues to grow. In 5 days, I learned that social media was as much about the social as it was the media. So 10 months ago, I was a tech nooblet. I now write for one of the biggest blogs in Southeast Asia and was recently placed top 23 in a worldwide search for the world's coolest intern. I'm now officially a geek and loving it. I would eventually like to grow to be an expert in the field and be able to help businesses incorporate digital aspects in their strategies, including the usage of social media to reach out to stakeholders. I can't offer you tons of experience, but I'm big on learning. I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty, of late nights, of speaking my mind, of taking risks, of being brutally honest. Otherwise, I'm the approachable girl next door who dances, enjoys new experiences, meeting new people, and loves cats. And that, I hope, is enough to convince you to vote me as the world's coolest intern. Keep in touch, and thank you for listening to my pitch.